Hey guys, we're doing wilds here and we got the deserted eye level 60 boss. We are actually all stronger than it, but this is part of the getting the titles done. And for the titles you need the level 40, 60 and 80 mobs, and you need the bosses as well, so it will take time. So when you see something like a 60 boss when you are level 80, or when you see basically any title boss, even though it's out of your level range is within 15 levels, still could be a good idea to kill it off, because then you'll start building up your titles, and titles give stats now after the patch update, and those stats stack. So that means if you go to your titles page and you look at all the additional titles that are added together with all the existing titles, you can be getting a lot of extra stats over time, because it takes time to get stuff done like killing 1,000 sylphs. Unless you are a hacker, cheater, program user, killing 1,000 manually will take time, but over time you can get that done, get those titles unlocked, and get those additional stats. That's pretty important. Now a little bit to right here there's an elite, and we are missing one. So the 80 elite, of course we need this, so we're gonna, oh yeah, the important thing I wanted to say is with the when you find those mobs for the titles or monsters or bosses, don't just go and kill it. That's a little bit like not very friendly like, because there are not so many on the map, and therefore the best thing you can do is be a good guildmate. I'm not saying shout it in the world. Of course, if you're not gonna attack it, you could, but what I usually do is, if I'm gonna skip something, I'll put it in the guild chat, and then that's a lot of help for all your guildmates, because you have to realize that the more you help your guildmates, the more stronger they will get, the higher chances you will have winning guild battles and all kind of guild events now and in the future. So help each other. And also there's important thing to understand, that if you do help each other, people quit less, because they don't feel like, you know, they are stuck or nothing is working out for them. So that's important. So when you see something outside of your level range, outside of 15, so you're walking around, you see some whatever that you don't need, say the coordinates in the guild chat. It's a little bit, I know it's a little bit frustrating to have to type it out every time or something, but it's helpful, so just do it. I wonder if I'll get a good reward here. Hold on. The next coordinates are supposed to be 194,307. So that's where we are going. 194. So everybody, I think, is typing it out. There should be a level 80 mob there, and that's where we are running. So let me see if I can, no, I won't have enough time. So also for the mobs, you see, like, I could easily solo this level 80 mob just with one round, mages 1 round, archers 1 round, but it's better to get 4 people to do it. Yesterday we did like 7 or 8 mobs that we found, so that's in addition to the 5 regular ones, which we did for titles purely, you know. But we even checked first in the guild chat if somebody needed, and then did the titles like a secondary priority. because it's just really difficult to find all these things and in the quantities that they're required. Alright, here we found another 80 elite, so we're gonna do that. It's been tough finding them. We've been going all around the map, finding all kind of things. We got so far 4 level 80 mobs, 2 elites. This is the 3rd one, but we did find a light boss. We're gonna try to do that right after this one. Darn, why did I move? When you move, by the way, it does not put you into the battle. So if you say ready, don't move at all. And now I don't know exactly how to get back in. You just have to keep trying. Darn it, it will work sooner or later. It's not working in a very good way. There it is. The most dangerous for joining wouldn't let me join. And the most dangerous is for failing to join mobs, because those die so fast that you don't have the possibility to keep trying to join. So it's always a good idea to have something like a shield or Santoria or scatter on you to buy time for your friends. So finding 3 elites per day, I think that would be something that everybody could do. And even if you don't find a boss, it's okay. As long as you find the 3 elites and some mobs, that's already fine. Of course, if you can do everything, that's even better. Another victory, awesome stuff. I think WILDS is pretty important because of the loot it's giving. It's very nice. So if you do find time to do it, it's always really good. So we got here the Spirit of Life 70 boss. Just called a powerful archer Papyrus to help us. Binks was kind enough to let the spot open. Anyhow, he would have died. He was only at 100,000 bell rating about. So we're just waiting up for Papyrus to tackle down this boss. We got here, let's see, before he comes, let's have a look at. Can I actually look at it from here? No. We got Breeze over here, 52,000 bell rating. Oh, there is Papyrus. We got Mihoka here, info. Got 178,000, pretty impressive. And finally our most impressive archer at 185,000 bell rating. And I'm hanging around at 143,000. So there we go. Everybody's ready. And somebody has to attack. And I think that's gonna be Papyrus. There we go, good. Everybody, all 4 of them are in at the same time. It's pretty important. Things are loading because I cleared the cache. By the way, also if you are playing after the patch, would be a good idea to clear the cache and have the whole thing start downloading the different things again. It will be higher lag in the beginning, but it of course works better for the long term. You gotta clear the cache after every significant change, or every change. Like say if they change something in the farm, let's say change the visual of the seeds or something like that, and the rest of the game is exactly the same, you still need to clear the cache because you gotta get rid of the pictures and stuff from the old farm, so that you know the new pictures get downloaded and things like that. This light boss is insane in the number of icons there are. You know, in his repertoire, let's say. He's got a whole range of buffs that one single archer cannot scatter because there are just too many. And he's got all those resistances when they turn on. He's got amnesia. He's got all kind of stuff. I think we did a video on the Spirit of Light before, where I went into more detail about him. But it's pretty amazing on the quantity of stuff he's got. Now we have Breeze, who is healing. Also took Iris. So that's kind of a double healer over there. And we got Mihoka, who can probably heal in case of emergencies. But otherwise I think she is more into damage dealing. And Scatter is very much needed. He's already on 60% additional physical attack. So that went off. He still has increased magic attack and physical defense on. The archer is super important for this boss. Having 2 archers makes your life a lot easier. Now this is a dangerous part because Papyrus is in his Hercules form and the buffs are just adding up. So I think he cancels just after the Delphic to scatter, because otherwise we would be in big trouble. There, 2 buffs remain. Increased physical attack 40% and magic defense. But because these guys are such monsters, we're not stressing at all to beat this boss. But for example, if everybody was around 140,000 like myself, or even lower like 120, you have serious problems. But having a powerful archer like Papyrus is so nice. Look at those heals. 100,000 plus is awesome. This is good. Let's have a look at the rewards. Always excited to pick up rewards, isn't it? Ooh, we got, and this text goes too fast, so I just read it in the chat. We got, what is that? Wild Slayer rewards, Energy Core, Mystery Stone 6, Mystery Stone 8, Mystery Stone 6, 180,000 Golden Daru, level 7 Legendary Stones, and level 3 Gem Pack. Not too bad at all. So that is 1 boss, 3 elites, and 4 out of the 5 mobs done, which is excellent. Everybody has left the building, and I am just wondering if I will do that last boss now or sometime later. But in any case, what I wanted to show is, of course, the diversity, the thing with the titles. Let's have a actually quick look at the titles over here. Now, it's in the other, so if you go to the other and scroll to the bottom, you got basically them starting from the one after the underground, which hasn't come yet. You got the Desert Rambler. So here, and the easiest is to see this last line. Of course, you can see the benefit that you get from the title in the stats over here in the red. And otherwise, you see here Desert Red, kill level 40 monsters 40 times. And this is just a matter of time. You know, I could go to a lower level map or something, or just, you know, run around the maps and finding these monsters and killing them. I'll do it sooner or later, but I'm not in a rush. 200 HP is not going to make me, you know, happy or something like that. Anyhow, so we got Desert Rambler, we got the Void Rambler for level 60. So you got level 40 monster, level 60 monster, level 80 monster, so there's no 50. And then you got 40 elite, 60 elite, and 80 elite. Again, by going by 2. And then you got 40 boss, but here you got 50 boss, 60 boss, 70 boss, 80 boss. So all of those are taken into account. So of course, the lower the levels are easier requirements. So 12 bosses for the level 40, but 50 bosses for the level 80. But those are the thing with the titles. So if you do have time, I do suggest that you guys do at least some of the wilds every day, rather than something else. Although everything is good to do and get rewards and such, but if your time is limited, you gotta make choices. And for example, between the wilds and Spire or something, I'll do the wilds, for example. Now here I found a 70 elite that I don't need anymore. I could kill him for the title, although no, there is no title for the 70 elite, but let's say there was. But in this case it's better that I toss it into the guild chat. 12,592 for anyone who wants. So then somebody can go pick that up. 82 103, and the good thing is the teleport is now working, so that is a lot easier now. And that's gonna be my 5th mob, and people now don't take too much attention to do the level 80 mob specifically. Probably the loot is, some small percentage better, but people are just happy to get the mobs done. So that concludes the wilds for me, and also if I will see some mobs, or here's another elite. Let's toss that in as well. Another 70 elite, 94 134, whoever that needs. So that's 2 elites, and I have coordinates in my Excel. I wrote down for another 70 mob for whoever that needs. So that is gonna go to guild support, and there's also a possibility that of course nobody will do anything with those, and then if you are super caring, you can just watch that or ask, is somebody doing something, and if not, you can toss that into the current chat or the world chat, trying then to support your server. So that there's like borders of how kind you want to be. So lessons to be taken: teleport is working, this is good. Try to do the your wilds, monsters and bosses and such every day, or as many as possible. Don't try to do the boss so much because it's really difficult unless you have a good party, but as long as you get 3 elites, let's say, put that as a target, do 3 elites. So as long as you get that, you can be happy. So that's then don't forget about your titles, because that takes time. So if you do even one of something per day, at least you're getting one step closer. But if you do nothing at all, you'll never get those titles. So try to do something. So if you see like a mob, like 40 mob, and let's say you're level 60, just kill it, or get some people and kill it together so that it works for everybody's title. So that's that. And help your guild, help your server, just generally help people. Don't be selfish, and don't go ahead and killing a mob alone. Sure, you can do that, but it'd be a better world if everybody was helping each other. So that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Please do click on like and subscribe below the video, and share with your friends. Also, if anybody wants to support me, become my patron. The link and the explanation is in the description, so you can check that out. And bookmark my website, dollygames.com. And thanks again, and have a very nice day.